Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to a very short video. This is 5-1 practice problems, and it's going to be very short because McGraw here really doesn't give a lot of problems to go with this section. It's pretty straightforward. So it's not going to take you very long to do this. It's not going to take me very long to show it to you. This is on page 261 of your workbook. Determine whether it's a function. So the answer is just, is it a function or is it not? Yes or no? Looking at the first one, all right? I'm looking over here and I notice that 2 maps to 1, 5 maps to -5, 9, there are no duplicates here, okay? No duplicates mean it's a function, right? So yes, it's a function. Now with it also the input-output table, another thing you want to look for is if you had one number with 2 lines coming away from it, because that means it has 2 results. None of these numbers have 2 lines. So this one is a function. Look at number 2 though. Notice that this -2 actually has 2 lines leaving it. That means that -2 went in and one time 5 came out and one time 6 came out. That is not a function, okay? Not a function. Right. Okay. Here we have input-output tables. Again, you are looking for duplicates in the X column. All right, I have -10, -5, 0, and 5. There are no duplicates in this column. All right, every number in this column maps to 4, but I don't care if there's duplicates in the Y. Functions are all about the X, okay? And so this one is a function. But over here, notice all of these ones, each time got a different result, all right? That is not a function. The rule is every input can have only one output. In this case, the input 1 has 4 different outputs. Not a function. All right, this is when you would use your vertical line test for. Imagine, that I have a pencil that I'm moving across this, or just look at the vertical lines. Do you see any points that are on the same vertical line? These two guys are very close, but this guy's on the line and this guy's not. All right, so they are not on the same vertical line. That makes this a function. If I can write in cursive with this thing. All right. And the last one from the workbook that we're going to be looking at is this one. Select the statement that correctly explains whether or not the relation shown in the graph is a function. Okay. I had told you before that all straight lines are functions with the exception of one. There's one straight line that's not a function, and that's a vertical line. It fails the vertical line test horribly. Okay. So we know this is a function. All right. This passes the vertical line test. The relation is a function because each input has exactly one output. That's true. That is the definition of a function. The relation is a function because each output has exactly one input. We don't care about outputs. All right, that has nothing to do with functions. And even though this is true, it's not a statement that correctly explains that this is a function. All right, so we're not going to mark that one. The relation is not a function because at least one input has more than one output. That's not true either. This is a function. The relation is not a function because at least one output has more than, we know it's a function. So the only correct response here was A. I think that was the only one maybe I have one more. No more. I do want to talk to you about a different kind of problem that you're going to see in the review. What if I gave you ordered pairs? What if I gave you something like 4, 6, 5, -9, 7, 10, and 4, 0. Is that a function? Remember, every input, every first number can have only one output. Notice that the input 4 has 2 outputs. It has 6 and 0. So this would be not a function. Okay. What if I gave you the points 1, 7, 2, 7, 3, 7? That's a function. That is a horizontal line. Okay, it would be no, I'm sorry. It's a no, it's if you were to graph this, you would go 1 up to 7, 2 up to 7, 3 up to 7. It's a horizontal line. That's what I was trying to say. It's not a very well drawn horizontal line. But remember, all straight lines are functions. The only exception to this would be a vertical line. Okay, so in the review that we're going to be doing, there are questions that give you sets of points like this. If it helps you, you can think of these in an XY table. You put the X's in the first column and the Y's in the second column. X in the first column, Y in the second column, X in the first column, Y in the second column. Check for duplicates in the X. We don't care if there are duplicates in the Y. Functions don't care about the Y's. They only care about the X's. Well, I told you it was going to be short, like not even 6 minutes, okay? That's all I have to say about that. You can head on over to McGraw-Hill and do the practice assignment that pretty much looks just like what we just did. And then we'll have a review and we'll get ready to do our quiz on this. All right? Have a great day.